All right, Programming 12, we're going to take a look now at how we can make new kinds of weapons that are based on our weapon class. So in our last video, we looked at how we could create a weapon class, and our hero has a weapon and it shoots the weapon. So this is sort of what we came up with. We have a lovely set of instance variables that represent the weapons, how long it takes to or how it's doing with its reloading, how long it takes to reload, how many frames, and then the speed at which the bullet travels. So this is a good foundation. We have a lovely constructor that makes, this basic weapon. It has these properties, but then we have a constructor that also can be used to make different kinds of weapons with different kinds of thresholds and different kinds of bullet speeds. And then we have an update method that increases our shot timer to, reload our weapon. And then we have the shoot function, so that if we are at this level, if the shot timer has exceeded the threshold or equal to the threshold, and we call this method, then we can fire a bullet. And we choose aiming at the mouse, coming from our hero, and we choose the right bullet speed and so on. And of course, we made a bullet class. Well, you made a bullet class anyways. It's based on the asteroid project that we did, and hopefully that was successful for you. So now let's say we want to make a different kind of weapon. So, if we want to make not just sort of the default weapon, we can make a bunch of different kind of weapons. So here's an example. I have over here two kinds of weapons. I have a sniper rifle and I have an auto pistol, machine gun, whatever you want to call it. So the sniper rifle, basically what it's going to do is it's going to take longer to reload, but the bullet's going to go faster. What is this super keyword? Basically, the super keyword lets us call our superclass's constructor. And it's specifically calling this constructor because we're giving it 2 int parameters, so it knows to use this constructor. And so it's going to do the work of setting the the threshold, there's the word, to 100, and it'll set the bullet speed to 20. So that's a lovely, nice, concise way to create this class. And you'll notice that I don't have an update or a shoot method, but remember, when we extend the weapon class, it will inherit all of the functions of the superclass. So we don't have to rewrite it. If it's just going to fire one bullet and it's just going to update just like the superclass, we don't have to change it at all. We don't have to overwrite it. We can just choose to use exactly what the superclass has. So if we tell a sniper rifle to shoot, it will use the shoot function from the superclass. And if we tell a sniper rifle to update, again, it will use the update function from the superclass because we haven't changed it at all. Here's an example of an auto pistol. The auto pistol uses the same trick, but it makes a smaller threshold, so it'll shoot faster. And it has a smaller bullet speed for whatever reason. And that's great. So now that we have these new options, and notice that didn't take much code at all. If we go to our hero class, wherever that is, notice that we can, instead of saying, new weapon, which is originally how we had it, we can choose to make a new sniper rifle, or we can choose, or we can choose to make a new auto pistol. And none of our other auto pistol, and none of the rest of our code will have to change. Just, what we instantiate here in the hero's constructor will determine what kind of weapon we have. So, we can still, call myweapon.shoot. That's fine because all weapons have a shoot function. And we can still say myweapon.update because all weapons have an update function. So none of that code has to change. I just need to change this code. Right now, that's good enough. Eventually, what we'd like to do is make it possible to get a power-up. And so instead of at the constructor level, choose our weapon, when we have a collision with a power-up, that's when we can change our weapon. And so that's going to be an interesting feature to add in. Really far down the road thinking, it'd be cool if we made like a menu of weapons. Like in a lot of first-person shooters, you can press 1, 2, 3, 4 and choose the weapons that you've unlocked. So that'd be a fun thing to add on at the end of the project. So that's basically the basic kind of extending weapons. Hey, what about if we wanted to make more elaborate weapons? So in my shotgun class, notice the shotgun extends weapon. I do a similar thing where I call the superclass from shotgun's constructor to get a particular threshold in bullet speed. So this is going to be a long threshold. It'll take a while to reload, and the bullets will go slowly. But notice I've added in a shoot function for specifically shotgun. So that means that shotgun will have overridden the shoot function, which means that when I fire a shotgun, when I say, my weapon.shoot, and it's a shotgun that's instantiated there, it'll use this function instead. And what does this function do? Well, it makes a bunch of bullets. This one makes too many bullets. I've kind of broken this one. It makes 30 bullets. But you can, this is a for loop. You can use a while loop to go through and just make a whole bunch of bullets. Or you could even just like manually do it. You can, if you just have a few bullets to make, you can just make a series of bullets. So I'm making sort of a spread of bullets that comes out of my gun. And that way I can have different behaviors for my gun. So sometimes when you extend the weapon, you don't really need much change from the basic weapon. You just need a different reload time or a different bullet speed. And so you can use this technique here. Sometimes you need to make a much different weapon, like the shotgun. So it would be nice to have the ability to override the shoot function and to allow yourself to have new behaviors for the gun. So that's also an option for you. So there you go. There we have the shotgun, sniper rifle, auto, pistol. There's some interesting possibilities. So I look forward to helping you make sure that those work for you, and let me know if you have any questions about that. Later on, we're going to get a chance to design other kinds of weapons, and those kind of weapons will use similar techniques. We'll probably make a few weapons that are like, basic like this. We'll probably make a few fancier weapons that are, we have to override our shoot function to create new behaviors. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Have a good day.